Hello. So, morning. We are in Maribor. Oh, I've got stuff on my lens again. We're in Maribor. So we got in yesterday. We drove the car from Lashko to Maribor, dropped the car off, and then stayed the night in Maribor. And it was raining a fair bit of, yes. Oh no, it wasn't too bad.
Just in the evening.
Just in the evening. But we had just like a chill afternoon. We went and had a Chinese for lunch, which was lovely. Really good at Big Panda, it was called. And it was really good.
It was yum.
Yeah, it was really yummy. And because we wanted like a stir fry with some veggies and stuff, so had that. And then we had Asian for dinner as well, because there was like a noodle box just down from our hotel. We stayed at the Uni Youth Hostel here, which was good. It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice. It was like 50 euro for the night for the two of us, which is really cheap. And yeah, it was like a private 2 single bedroom with private bathroom. It was
Comfy
good.
beds.
Yeah, it was really good. And then, so we've walked out to the bus station today, and we're getting a Flixbus to Vienna. And then we're staying in Vienna for 3 nights, because from memory, last time we were in Vienna, on a Sunday, everything shuts down. And not much is open. So we're going to be here on a Sunday, so we figure we'll spend an extra day just in case the same thing happens. But also Vienna's a really lovely city to wander around. Then we plan to be heading up to Prague, so yeah, and then across to Germany and through Germany, then see where it ends and where we go to next. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, Flixbus. And the bus stations here, good once you're on the bus. Bit confusing to find out what bus or what platform your bus leaves from, and the time. So like our ticket says it's a 10:50 bus from Maribor, and it's on the Berlin line, but we stop off in Vienna on the way. But the screens will say what stops it stops at, or some of the stops, but not all of the stops. So we think we've found that the Flixbus gets in to platform 7, and then 5-10 minutes later it leaves from platform 7. It's the only one around our time, but it's not a 10:50 bus. So that's what's confusing, and it says Maribor to Berlin, but it doesn't have the stop of Vienna in the middle. It doesn't state it on the sign. So we're hoping it's the right one. So we'll head down to platform 7. It's a really lovely little bus station they've got here too. Like, it's indoor, but there's little trees, little benches, little lamp posts, and then obviously these are all the platforms where the buses pull in, and you get on. But yeah, it's a really cute little one. It's probably the best bus station we've been at so far this trip. Some of them are confusing and others are not. This man's just talking to himself, to us. Very nice. I'm not sure because it's all in Slovenian, so I don't know what he's saying. But good morning, and we'll be on the bus soon. We've made it to Austria. We're in Vienna, and we're just about to get the train, the U3, towards our accommodation. And it's like 4-minute walk from the bus stop. It's like a 50. Oh, I've sneezed. I think I've got a bit of a cold. Oh, are we supposed to have masks on? Okay, I need to put a mask on. I don't know. I think I might need to put a mask on. Stand by. So, we made it to our apartment, sweaty, because there were 4 large flights of stairs we had to come up to get to the apartment, which I like when people mention it in a review on AirBNB, or when the host mentions that there's stairs, just so we know, because yeah, we weren't anticipating having to carry all our stuff up, which we've done. It's fine, and I mean, it's lovely. Lovely apartment, little kitchenette just as you walk in. It's a very small bathroom apparently. Caitlin's currently using the toilet, and she said there's not a lot of room. So I'll show you that in a second. But it is a lovely, lovely spot. I might even open the window, let a cool breeze in, just so we can cool down a little bit. But yeah, we're here in Vienna, which is lovely to be back. We just had an experience on the train as well. It was a bit intense getting here. They just sort of push past you a little, especially we're like fully loaded up with packs on our backs and stuff, so we're bulky and we try to stand out of the way, but people still like to push past you. How was that?
That was hard work.
Yeah.
But it's a nice apartment.
Yeah, very nice, big screen with a Bose sound system.
This is very interesting.
And it's very artsy. We've got some hanging lights, which are lovely. Very beautiful picture on the wall. It's very nice. Another little artsy piece there. But yeah, it's like a very nice and clean apartment. Oh, floor is warm because it has in-floor heating. I remember reading that. Oh yes, very tight. Just the cabinet next to the toilet seat. Might have to, side saddle that one. But has everything we need. And yeah, the little kitchenette, which is very cool too. And fully equipped. A fridge with a bottle of water, a couple of little bottles of wine, and some wafers, which is very nice. That was mentioned in booking, which is nice. Oh, they've got some tea, some looks like coffee sachets or sugar cubes, some paprika, some oil, some vinegar. So we've got some bits and bobs that we can cook with, which is nice. Just more storage. That's the fridge. Got a little. Oh yeah, little wafers. How cute!
Bubbles.
Yeah, very lovely. But yeah, they've even got pictures on the front, so you don't have to open every cupboard to figure out what's in them, which is, I like that. Plates and mugs. Glasses, jugs and glasses. Glasses, jugs and glasses. They've even got an espresso machine with some little potties, so that's very nice. So yes, highly recommend this, but it is climbing up 4 flights of stairs to get to the reward. Oh, they've even got a little charging port dock on top of the bed, which is very clever, for your plugs, and then also some USB ports. So that's very clever. I like that. Very, very organised. But yes, in Vienna. Recording now. I don't know if it was recording before. We're in Vienna and we were wandering the streets. We got the train from our accommodation into the cathedral, and have just been wandering around, and then we wandered around, came across a place called Sacher, Hotel Sacher Eck Line. We didn't know much about it, but there is a very big queue out the front. So we had a quick Google, and they're famous for this torte, which we think is this chocolate fudge cake. By the looks of it, a lot of people have got it. It looks really good. So we're queuing up. We've joined the line, which is a very long line, and there's people now queuing behind us to try this torte. which we think is the tort. I don't know. I'm just going to order the tort.
Soon find out.
We'll find it. And then there's like they do Irish coffee, so I'm going to get an Irish coffee. And yeah, it just looks very bougie and fancy. So we're going to try it out and just treat ourselves because we haven't had a fancy meal or anything in a while. I feel like it's Rome. We had a nice one in Rome, didn't we? It's probably the last time we treated ourselves. Yeah, that we were like, let's treat ourselves something fancy. So we just wandered past and we were like, you know what, it looks nice. People are queuing, which means it's either overhyped or it's delicious. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, this man here has the chocolate cake with the cream. So we think that's what it is. We're going to find out. We're now at the door. We've probably been in line, I reckon, a good, what, half an hour, 45 minutes? 40 minutes. But we're close. We're literally at the door, and that's the front of the line. But there is also a retail area where you can just come in and out and purchase the famous tort. It looks like the fudge cake, the chocolate cake. Yes, it's very fancy. Gift shop. So yeah, we're very close now, but it has been quite a long wait in the line. So I mean, we'll let you know the verdict on whether it's definitely worth it. I think it might be because everyone seems to still be in the mood. And so many people coming in and out of here just to purchase the retail cake. So I think it will be good. So it turns out Cafe Sacher was a 16-year-old boy who created this cake. He was working at a very fancy hotel and he was an apprentice chef, and they had to make this cake for a special guest, or a special dessert for a special guest, and the head chef fell sick. So Sacher made this cake, this tort, and it became super famous. And then his sons, yeah, we think it's his sons, opened up a hotel in his name, and that's Cafe Sacher that we went to. Cake was good, lighter than we thought. We were expecting it to be a fudge cake, but we got the original tort, which was more cakey than fudgy. They do have a fudge cake which comes with like liqueur on the top, but we got just the original with the cream. But yes, it was very lovely. But yeah, it's an experience as well. It's a very fancy experience. It was worth the experience. Yeah, exactly. The cake was yum. I'm not like raving about it, but the experience was lovely. It was really nice to sit in. Agreed. Yeah, it was something that's like, still recommend. Yeah, exactly. Nice thing to do on a Sunday in Vienna. So now we're wandering along. This is one of the big buildings behind us, or in front of us I should say. So now we're just exploring Vienna. We've come across something at the big horse-shaped building. We don't know if it's a protest or it says Democrat on it, so we don't know whether it's a political gathering. There's police around and lots of people with flags. So we're just gonna... It's also raining. It is also starting to spit. So we're gonna avoid that. But over the top of these trees over here, there's this other massive building. I don't think it's a cathedral. I can't remember what it is. We're heading that way anyway. Go check it out. It's a very cool building. And it's massive. I mean, all the buildings here are massive. But we're heading that way now. And hopefully the rain just stays spitty like this and not too heavy. because we don't want Florence 2.0. So we've headed towards the, I want to say it's Rasmus building, but there is a giant circus happening, and there's a massive food market kind of in front of it, so you can come and eat some food and enjoy yourself before going to the circus. So I don't think we're going to actually be able to get close to the building because the circus tent is literally in front of it, and people are queuing to get in, but it's very cool. There's like so many old circus carriages and carts, like the old school train carriages that the circuses used to travel with by a train back in the day, but they're all now have wheels on them and they're all trailers. But it's very, very cool, and they're very nice and well maintained little caravan carriages, that's what they're called. But yeah, it's very cool. So we stopped. I got a, it's either a bratwurst or a currywurst, like a Kransky, massive one in bread. And Caitlin got mulled wine or strewn? No. What did it say? No, it wasn't strewn.
They called it, well, in English it was just hot wine punch, but it's mulled wine.
Yeah. And then everyone's heading in for the circus. We did ask, they're sold out for today. We were nearly going to just go in and watch the circus for a bit of fun. But yeah, it looks like it's a Sunday here, and there's a lot of kids around, so it's a good family time to bring the kids along and go and watch the show. It's a very cool setting. Like, they've got all the food carts around, so there's still a lot of people that aren't going to the circus that are enjoying the food area. But the circus is here for 5 weeks. And
every 2 years.
Yeah, every 2 years, which is very cool. So yeah, we're just enjoying that on this lovely cloudy Sunday. It's a sunny day in Vienna. It's so nice. It's lovely. Yesterday it started raining, so we came home in the afternoon and just sort of chilled out all afternoon, which has been nice because we've been go for a while. It's been nice to have like a little base where we can do some cooking and just chill out a bit more. So we did that yesterday, knowing that today is supposed to be nicer weather. This way we go. Thank you, ladies, letting us across the road. So I've just lost my train of thought. We're out exploring today because we knew it was going to be sunny. We've both now officially booked flights home, which means the adventure is ending soon. Not too soon. I mean, we've got like nearly a month and a half.
27 days.
Caitlin has 27 days. Not that she's counting. So yeah, it's something we have ummed and ahed about for a while. But yeah, situations and everything, we think it's going to be best to go home. And we'll be right. Ready, steady, go. We're good. Yeah, so we're both heading home and gonna see how things go. But we've had a good time and quite a long time of adventure, which is nice. It's been nice to be unemployed. Which has been a novelty. We've been saying when people ask what we do, we say we're in events because that's our jobs usually are, but we're currently unemployed, and it's been such a thrill to not have responsibility and to not have to go to work daily. So I've enjoyed the unemployment life, but it only lasts so long, so unfortunately we have to start looking for jobs and adulting again, life again. But yeah, we're gonna lap this up while we can. So today we're enjoying the sunshine. We jinxed ourselves. It's like windy and it's rain. Where are you going? It's like raining everywhere. Oh yeah, there's water on the camera. I don't know what to do. I think we're gonna cross the road. We'll just wait. We've got a red man. It's just wet. Oh, green man. We're just gonna stand under the shelter.
Get away from the tractor.
Where's the tram? We're gonna hit by tram. That was chaotic. We're just gonna stand under the shelter. Oh my gosh, it is windy. So let's just stand under here.
What the heck was that, man?
We literally just came up from the train station at the other end. This is the other cover. And we thought, oh yeah, it's a sunny day, and then I just was like, it's spinning, it feels like it's spinning. Caitlin's like, nah, just ignore it, just ignore it. It doesn't exist. And then it just got heavier and heavier. Now it's sunny. Now the sun's out, man. And I think the rain has stopped. It looks like the rain has stopped. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not sure. So we're just gonna figure out where we go from here. The parks here are very well maintained and very, very pretty. We're in one that's kind of, I don't know what all the buildings are, but it's in the centre. It's near the big cathedral. It's near the big building we were at yesterday that had the protest, which we're going back towards now.
I feel like it's kind of in the centre of all the major churches and buildings.
And it sort of links them all together. But this kind of looks like the big old, the one that we saw in Rome. But there's also one similar in Greece.
Pantheon.
The Pantheon. Which looks very cool. We noticed yesterday and also again today, there are people who have just gotten married getting photos along here. So it must be the photo spot. But the gardens are so pretty. So if you are here and want to walk around on a sunny day, it's very lovely. How's your cafe latte?
It's a mix between a cappuccino and a latte. It looks cool.
Very frothy. It was very cute. It's in a cute little cup. We're currently in Palmenhaus. Palmenhaus. I'm not sure if you can see. It's not going to focus. But it's one of the top things to do here in Vienna. It's inside an old greenhouse. Like observatory greenhouse, and there are plants everywhere. There's also little art pieces I think you can purchase. There's like a number on them. They're very funky little statue pot planty things. But we've come for lunch because it said it's one of the top things to do here while visiting Vienna. So we thought we'd come and do this. It's very fancy. but a very lovely setting besides the child that keeps screaming every 5 minutes. It's quietened down now, but it was just constantly screaming, which has been fun. It's also very close and tight here. You can see here we have had to shuffle our table across slightly, as when they sat down, very much sat on our table. It's fun. But no, it's a very cool little place. They also have a massive cake display with lots of different cakes, and was reading the menu. There's the cake we had yesterday is on there, and also a few other cakes, and they have like seasonal specials and stuff too. But it's a nice place to just come for coffee and cake, or for lunch, which we're going to have. They also have seating outside, like a lot of seats outside, but the area they were seating was full at the time, so we've sat inside. It's very warm inside. I mean, it is a greenhouse, so it's kind of a given, but it's very warm. I know, we were both down to our t-shirts. We're wearing coats outside, so it's, yeah, very, very stuffy in here, but very cool. So hopefully the food is good. We'll take some videos and some photos of it, but already it's been a nice experience. So this is a cream bell pepper soup. So I got the special, which was a soup and a main for €20. But there was like only a selection of 2 mains. It was like the October special. And Caitlin got the cheeseburger once it comes out. But this looks delicious. And oh yeah, yum. Do you want to try some? No. It's like creamy capsicum soup. It's delicious. So I got a chicken curry, and yeah, Caitlin got a burg, which is the size of her head. Yes. It looks massive. This smells amazing. So I'm excited to dig in. Also, the service is lovely.
They're so nice.
They've been so nice here, so definitely recommend coming to Palmenhaus. It's very much worth it. The wind's picked up. It's I've got to face this way. My hair, I've just embraced my hair is gone. It's just, oh, it's in my mouth and it's everywhere. We walked past Starbucks, and we're not usually ones to get Starbucks unless we're in the UK where the coffee isn't great. But they had pumpkin spice because we're now in autumn. Fall. So, fall. We're now in fall. Very autumnal. Only Americans call it fall.
I know.
Is that just America?
I think so.
I feel like they call it autumn here. Anyway, we got one. We got the cold brew, pumpkin spice, cream latte. It's pretty good. It's pumpkin spicy and coffee. It scared Caitlin a bit in the beginning, but you probably can't even hear a thing because it's so windy. We've come to this park and there's a lovely fountain behind us with like, there's a man. War memorial. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like a soldier, but he's also got like a Roman shield, kind of like an old shield. But there's also a robot or a man, like a running man, made out of all this old tech, which is very cool. There's like washing machine bits and old laptops, vacuums. It's yeah, it's very cool, and it's just in the middle of the park, and on the other side there's a screen that has a man talking in German, so I'm not sure what he's saying, but I feel like it might be the creator talking about it. But yeah, it's nice in the sunshine, but when the wind picks up, my god, it's it nearly knocked Caitlin over at the traffic lights before. She nearly had to, yeah, flew off like Mary Poppins. But it's a lovely day still, and it only rained briefly this morning, so we hope it stays nice for the rest of the day.